We're at a time in our universe, our evolution, that we need to change this old belief system that's really, really outdated. And it's so harmful to each person individually. You're not harming the person you're judging, and I'm really serious. You are harming your own energy field. You know how easy it is to just be kind? Like it flows through your body. Do you know how much energy it actually takes to be judgmental or be angry or be resentful or be jealous or all of those lower level feelings? That it actually takes a lot of energy from your physical body to feel those emotions. Well, I don't even have a spare energy to give, so I just be nice just so I don't have to feel shitty. Actually, it's easy to be nice. But I'm saying for those that can't get there, well, be selfish and do it just so you feel good. Because my point is, it's got to change. I think we all want the same thing, don't we? We all want to be seen. We want to feel loved. We want to feel heard. We want to feel like we matter. We also want to live in a place of peace. I think you agree, correct? We all want to live in a place of peace. Well, we're the change that needs to happen. We can't wait for a savior to come along and save us. That's not how it's supposed to work. We, as individual sovereign beings, we are the ones that have to make the change. I love that saying, be the change you want to see in the world. I really try and live by that. I want to contribute to the world in a positive way. And we're just at this time that the world is in our hands, basically. What we do with this is up to us. It's a simple thing just to be kind. It takes no energy. It feels good, and it doesn't matter who it is. Don't pick and choose who you're kind to. Now, that doesn't mean let somebody beat the hell out of you and walk all over you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just in general in life, how you show up every day. There's no reason to judge somebody just because they look different. There's no reason to judge them just because they have different beliefs or identify as something else. You don't have to understand their path. You don't have to understand their whole world. Just have compassion for it, because I'm going to say it again. That is one of the hardest paths that a soul takes. And guess what? What you judge, you become one day in another lifetime. If you find yourself, and I'm going to say this really strongly because I want y'all to hear this, what we really judge, if we get hung up on something, like if somebody's prejudiced and they're or racist and they focus on that and they're just blah, blah, they're giving a lot of energy to that. Well, it would make total sense that in the next lifetime, they are the color, or coming from whatever culture, that they judged. Now, that's not being done to them. It's a choice they would end up making, because there's no better way to understand the path than to walk it. And we hold our knowledge and wisdom, what we learn in lifetimes, we hold that within our cell memory. So if you are black and you hate whites, or you're white and you hate blacks, well, that's okay, because you're in your next lifetime, that's what you're going to be. And I'm not joking. And I don't mean that ugly. I mean, that's how it works, because that way you'll understand what it feels like to be that opposite color. You'll understand what it feels like to be judged, or, you'll understand. It's a great way to learn what it feels like to, we walk all paths, but what I'm trying to say is, what you judge the most, you will probably end up becoming, because it would be your choice, because you need to understand it. If you have that much judgment, that much energy coming from your being about somebody else's life, and you're hung up on it, you probably need to walk that path, because we all have the same end goal. We all want to learn the things. That's this earlier. We all want to learn the same things. We want to learn to be compassionate and forgiving and all of that. Well, it can't be selective. It can't be you're only compassionate and kind to white people or black people. It's a universal thing. We are humanity, y'all. We're humanity. With the select few, because I know there are a few But I actually truly, in my heart, feel like the majority of the population are not racist. They want to come together. They want the cookout together. I've seen it, and I don't know every single person on TikTok. I love TikTok. It's so entertaining. But you see it. You see people coming out, and you could see them reaching out that way. We want that unity. We need it. I've talked about this before whenever I was going through treatment last year, I think some of you heard me talk about this. I was sitting out one night. Sometimes I would go ride on River Road. It's kind of how I decompress. I just ride, listen to music, go home and go to bed. Well, I was going to go ride. I think I was just feeling sick. Like I should have been home in bed, but it was good just to get out and sit in my car in the parking lot. But I was sitting in my parking lot at the vet school on River Road, by the vet school at LSU, just having some kind of up and down moments. And I was in this place of thinking about these things, of how I would give anything if we could all unite, if we could all be there together, if we could all get to know each other. It's hard not to like someone when they're sitting right in front of you and they're a kind person. But I was thinking about that, and I thought, how cool would it be? This just hit my mind because I'm looking at the levee, and the Mississippi River Bridge was right there. And I thought, how cool would it be if every Sunday night we all just showed up, black, white, green, red, whatever. How people say all these colors. Brown, white, gray. It doesn't matter what color you are. Doesn't matter what your eyes look like, meaning if they're slanted, if they're not slanted, it doesn't matter. But we all show up on Sunday evening and we watch a sunset together. You don't even have to talk. Maybe play a few songs, but we unite. We merge our energy together just to unite. The goal would be to come together, because remember, everything's energy. If you come together as a group and you're looking at this beautiful sunset and you're standing there as a group and it's the same intent, right? You're merging your energy. And it's pretty freaking powerful when it's coming from a place of gratitude and love. You just want to be there for each other. South Baton Rouge, North Baton Rouge, I don't want it divided. I think most people know that. When Southern played LSU, y'all, look what happened. I cried reading this stuff online, how people were talking about how the media was trying to separate and talk about race, and everybody was like, no, it was the greatest thing ever. We came together, we barbecued, we united. We just need more opportunities to do that, right? It's needed. We need each other. And so, but anyway, I was thinking about that. What if we all just came together, put a big speaker out, blared some music, and watched the sunset? You don't even have to talk. Just be there, because people need that. They need somebody just to be there. And as I'm thinking about it, all of a sudden that freaking song, Love Can Build a Bridge, comes on. I wasn't listening to country music, but it comes on, that one that the Judds, Naomi Judd wrote, that committed suicide not long ago. And now I'm bawling. I'm sitting in my car, and I'm bawling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. So I created this Facebook page, and it's Love Can Build a Bridge, Baton Rouge. Well, I was so sick, I didn't do anything with it. It's still there. I still have it. It's still there. I still have this desire, deep desire in me to be united with these people in our community. I don't know how to get there yet. I don't know how we're going to get there, but I would give anything if some of us start taking steps to get there. We need black, white, we need our communities to come together. And this isn't all about race thing. It's energy. It's energy. It's energy. And I feel like if that were to happen, we found a way to do something like that, you would see the crime rate in our city drastically decline. And you know what? You can hold me accountable for that. Mark my words. If we found a way to come together, just spend time together, just be there, laugh. It doesn't have to be anything major, anything formal. I can guarantee that the crime rate is going to decrease. And the reason is because collectively we would be raising the frequency of our own city. And, maybe I'm see the world through rose-colored glasses, but every single thing in me wants that. I've visualized it. I've lived it in my mind. God, I pray that we get there. I pray that we have that opportunity, because I can't even say that in a strong enough way. When I sit with it and I spend time in my mind with it, what would this feel like? It feels amazing. It feels like you're receiving support and love, like you're being held. And we need it. And I don't think anybody's going to understand the magnitude of what I'm saying unless we do it and you experience what I'm talking about. And for those that can't go, or if they're handicapped or they don't have a ride, we do it live. Put it live on social media. Join in that way. It doesn't matter whether you're physically there or not. We want your energy. We want everyone to know that there's no expectations. There's nothing but the desire to be with each other. No expectations, nothing. Just be. Take everything back into our hands and give the power back to us. Don't let people be dividing us, and just come together for each other. I have dreamed it. I've visualized it. I've lived it in my mind. It's something I've done many, many times. I pray that we get to experience that. And I'm not being all frou-frou, like rose-colored glasses. Like, I genuinely mean it. I haven't felt well enough to lead that. I can't, not by myself. I just created the page. I don't know. I just hope that manifests one day. Maybe I'm naive, but I sure hope not. Maybe I'm just living in a world that's too dense and harsh for me. I don't know. Because sometimes I think that this place it's harsh. I never realized that people could be as vicious as they are. I just, always like to see the good in people, and I've witnessed people be way more vicious than I thought possible. And at the same time, I still have hope. I think hurt people are the ones that hurt people. Hurt people are the ones that need the most love. We don't need to reject them. We need to embrace everybody, how they show up in the world. And that doesn't mean you can't have boundaries and all, but we just need to quit hating and hurting the hurt, and rejecting the ones that aren't meeting our expectations, because they shouldn't have to. It's not our path. We shouldn't judge those that don't meet our standards or our beliefs, because their path is different than ours. We just need to be in right relationship with everything. That's what I'm getting at. And it probably sounds like I went off in fairyland and living with the rose-colored glasses, and maybe I am, but it feels right to me. So anyway, thanks for listening to that one. Next subject, I haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. Not that this isn't good, but you know what I mean. All right.